You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 194.
Jesus. 194. I know, man. These high numbers just be messing with me, man. But now 194, man. I'm Ralph Roy this week, man. Shout out to the Succession fans. I know I'm late, but I'm on it. Season 3 right now.
Word. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph on Instagram and Twitter.
On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. On Twitter, I'm JON 2_B. I said that backwards, so it kind of threw me off. But also, shout out to WDJYFM 99.1 in Atlanta, man.
ATL.
Yeah, shout out to OS Gang out there.
We just fucking about the gate, both of us.
Hey, man, look. It's weird, baby.
All
Weird.
right, okay.
Ralph, my guy. How you feeling, man?
Oh, man, I am great today, man. Just feeling refreshed, rejuvenated. You know me, I have nothing.
Yeah.
Well, no, you know what? I do have. I got some. No, I wasn't outside, so let's get past that. It's nothing like that.
The excitement.
Man, right. Well, no. I hate people that play cruel jokes, man. Cruel and unnecessary jokes, right? Mm-hmm. So I usually go to the park sometimes to work out, get an outside workout in, right? Yeah. And it's a good spot in the park that I like to go. It's like a cabana of all. Well, not a cabana, but like a pavilion of almost. It's like I kind of get this whole space to myself. I get to, do what I want to do there. Mm-hmm. And someone left some money on the table. I was like, hey, yo. I was like, oh. And it was sticking out of the table. I was like, I looked around because I'm hey man, I don't get these type of blessings. Like, yeah. I looked around. I was like, hey, mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I just it was like $500.
Oh damn!
Right.
I was sure gonna ask how much it was.
Oh, it was $500. So I was like, oh yeah, we're good now. So I put that in my pocket. I was like, all right, well, let me, no one's here, right? Make sure. Mm-hmm. So I didn't think about it till I got home. I was like, all right, let me spray this off because I don't know. It might be something on it. I don't know. It was drug money. What is it? It was some fake money. It was like it said for like promotional use or something shit like, but it looked real though. It really did look real, bro.
They got you with the Hollywood
Man,
set money.
With
the Hollywood set money.
The goddamn Ush bucks. I was like, oh, see, that's crazy. Like, it wasn't Ush bucks.
I'm about to say, what a phenomenal time to use that.
Yeah. I'm here, baby. But no, I was like, man, I'm thinking I came up, bro.
Came up, damn, that's crazy.
My goof.
Damn, that was finna be vacation money.
Man, what? My brother.
Talk about it.
My brother. I was ready to, I was like, man, I'm finna call off work next week.
Look.
I got 500 straight cash, no tax. All right, fuck y'all.
Listen, that no tax part is important.
Man, what?
That's important.
500 in your hand? Like, all right.
Different.
Y'all got it.
Different. No, so, that's what's up, though.
I got it.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm good, though. I do want to shout out everybody at STL Fest. So last week, first shout out to Brittany. Hold on. Yeah, appreciate that. Confessions of the Pop Culture Freak. But her and I, we were able to get secure media passes for STL Fest 2023 last week. So we were out there doing interviews with some of the vendors, getting photos and videos of the artists and the DJs as they performed. So the whole event was dope and a big success. So here's to more media opportunities for us going forward, man.
Yes,
we got to get Ralph out there too, if you feel like it.
One day.
One day.
One day.
So off mic last week, right?
Mm.
I told you. So okay, I got to give a backstory to the listeners here.
Okay.
So about 6 months ago, this had to be around November, December last year. You and we had a conversation about your man bag.
Oh.
Right,
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah.
it's cool, like as long as that mug don't dangle, it's lit, it's lit. So we had a whole conversation about that, which was funny and fun, right? So last week I told Ralph, I said, bro, I started looking,
Yep.
I started looking into these joints.
Hold on, fuck that. Let me do all. Hold on. Let me get all the sound effects. Them out and shit, because you see how it is when you're outside. You got things in your pockets.
No, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. Look, I can't even deny it. But so I told you last week I was like real close to pulling the trigger.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I got it. It came in the mail yesterday. I have secured. Listen, this is on Amazon. This is on Amazon. It's called a sling bag. So I don't know the differences between all of them. I know some look like fanny packs, but this is like a backpack
Okay.
that I can turn around and have on my chest.
Okay.
But I'll be wearing on my back.
If it's on your chest, all right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
That's
no.
That's what's up.
Listen.
All right.
Listen. I just wanted to,
Welcome to the dark side, bro. That's
Look.
cool. That's cool. That's what's up.
and I bought a battery pack too, so for like my phone and stuff. Like when I'm at conventions and traveling and stuff. So it's lit. It's lit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a fashion piece now. No, that's what's up. Next, you gonna be looking for the leather ones.
Listen,
No,
I'm already trying to think about how I can put the OS logo on it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But nah, I'll hit up with Coach and Louis Vuitton all that shit. Let me see how functional this is first,
Oh
and
no,
then
it's hella fucking.
and then
Trust me.
I'll think about upgrade.
Bro, I'll tell you where to go, bro. Don't worry about it. I got you, bro. You know me. I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on, bro. I'm not selfish. I will let you know.
When I'm ready, we'll talk about it. One step at a time, baby. One step at a time. I got one foot in front of the other. That's crazy. Listen, I bought this mug maybe Tuesday. It came in the mail yesterday. So, yeah. I'm here.
You ready for the next outing now?
No, facts. Shit, I should have wore it. I wish I would have had it yesterday while I was out, because I would have wore it yesterday. But, yeah, anyway. There's that. Shout out to Ralph and Man Bags, because now I'm here. Oh, Man Bag Gang. Man Bag, that's the thing?
We'll figure it out.
Anyway,
yeah. Better branding on that.
Yeah,
But
word.
What we gonna do? Off the dome?
Off the dome. That's funny.
I got one. Not my best, man. I'm gonna try, man. But this is not my best question.
Oh, stop.
But it's a pair of brothers. They're both actors.
Okay.
Both have been in John Singleton movies. Omar Gooding and Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I said it right. Mm-hmm. It was a mouthful. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get it out. But whose acting performance would you take? Would you take Sweet Pea and Baby Boy? Or would you take Trey and Boyz in the Hood?
Damn.
Both actors, both John Singleton films, both hood classics.
That is
Two different type of actors. I mean, acting performances too.
Yeah.
And arguably, no. I'll reserve what I think about those acting performances, because I want you to answer the question.
Okay. See, I'm trying not to base my answer off the better movie. I'm trying to base it off of
we know what the better
performance.
film.
Yeah,
we know what the better
yeah,
film
is. Damn.
That's why I said acting performance.
I know, right?
And then honestly,
Make it specific.
Cuba is the better actor, even though whatever you may think about him as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, for real.
No, for real, he is.
Damn. Honestly, damn. Well,
I mean, I don't think. I don't know. Whatever you think, I don't know. I don't know anything.
I'm gonna go Boyz in the Hood.
Okay. Trey from Boyz in the Hood.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why that was as hard as I thought it was, but
I was like, I thought you was gonna easily say Trey.
Because I mean, I've clearly seen Baby Boy more times because of BET. Shout out to BET, right? Tyler Perry.
Well, obviously the the centerpiece of Boyz in the Hood is Trey.
Yes.
But I think if you ask me who stole the show, it's probably Ice Cube's performance. Probably. That's me.
Okay.
That's
I
me.
mean, I'm not mad at that.
I'm not saying who acted better, but who stole the show. And that's kind of like how I feel with Baby Boy, right? Even though Tyrese was the lead, you can argue that Omar Gooding and maybe Ving Rhames' performances outshined him.
I can see that.
I mean, because they're the better actors. Like that was Tyrese's first acting job for real.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
So when you think about it in that context, it's kind of like, all right, Omar Gooding kind of like styling on you, bro.
Right?
he kind of styling on you right now. But
right.
still, I went around the world to say there's gonna be Trey. But I mean, it's just an interesting dynamic. You have two talented actor brothers, and Omar Gooding has an underrated career, if you ask me. Cuba Gooding gets flowers, but I think a lot of his personal indiscretions have gotten, in the way of people how they view him.
Of course.
I think people always viewed him as corny, regardless of his acting success. But I think the latest stuff is just kind of like, keep him over there. But Omar is dope. Like,
oh, for sure. I thought you was going to ask like who was the better actor between the two.
oh no, it's Cuba, clear.
Okay, look,
like clear. Like
Yeah.
there's no debate there.
I was like, oh shit, this is easy.
Right.
Because I thought that's what you was going to ask.
No,
but-
I tried to use the John Singleton stuff.
No, that really wasn't a bad question.
Oh,
but
okay.
No.
Like I said, not my best work.
All right. So for my off the dome, right? Music related.
Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna just get straight to it. What R&B song had a beat too fire for it to only be an R&B song? And if you need time to think, I can give you my answer.
Go ahead.
My answer is "Only You" by Ashanti.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh
yeah.
That like the guitar riff and like the actual bass in it, like that beat was that beat was way too hard for Ashanti to be singing on it. I ain't gonna lie. I love the song though, but like that beat, somebody should have rapped over that for sure.
Tiana Taylor's song is popping up. The one that she had with it was like they added meth at the end.
Oh, it's somewhat of a recent song.
Yeah, it's like
I know what you're talking
I want to say it's off the 2018 album.
Keep the same.
Yeah, keep the same energy. I want to say it's off there. Something like that. Like, cause she was walking down the street in the hoods, that type of joint. Like, it's a cold beat, but I felt like it made like it could be suited as a rap song too, like a rap beat.
Oh, I don't see Method Man on here. I'm trying.
No, they added him in the video.
Oh, added. Oh, okay, got you.
I forgot the name. I really forgot the name of the song, but I know Meth was added at the as a remix type of situation.
Yeah,
but that's the beat I'm going with because I love that beat.
Got you.
And I feel like it'd be a dope and I hate to say because it was like it's a hit for Tiana, but it might have been a mixtape beat for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the other part. Like it wouldn't have made
It would
break.
have made a final album.
Right.
Like a rap
It probably
album.
been a deep cut for another for a rapper, but
that's funny.
I just think there's a dope rap, beat too.
Yeah, there are definitely like R&B songs that have beats that are just too fire for just some vocals. Like somebody need to be spitting some bars over there.
I agree.
And that Ashanti shit just it came up yesterday as I was like driving to wherever I was going.
Yeah.
Just came on a place. I was like, wait a minute, I forgot all about this song. And like just nodding your head. You know how you get the stank face?
Yeah. I know exactly something.
Yeah. So shout out to Ashanti, man.
Yeah, shout out.
But yeah, that's off the dome.
That was off the dome, people. Hey, acting performance. Who you going with? Trey from Boyz in the Hood or P from Baby Boy?
Yep. And what R&B song had a beat that was too hard for it to only be an R&B song? Let us know.
OS Gang, family, and kinfolk. We got a few things here on the OS News docket, man. I don't know. You see, it's draining the energy out of me already.
Already. He ain't saying nothing about it.
I ain't even saying nothing about it. I couldn't even be happy about the news intro because. Okay.
Yep,
okay, people. All right. Mars versus Venus has happened once again. KeKe Wyatt. I said KeKe Wyatt.
KeKe Wyatt. Hey, yo.
I know it's not even KeKe Wyatt. Like,
that's crazy.
Okay, KeKe Palmer. Recently went to the Usher residency show that has done crazy amount of numbers, has crazy amount of celebrities fall through in Las Vegas, has made news headlines. And I ain't talking about I ain't talking Shade Room. I'm talking USA Today. I'm talking CNN, MSNBC. Like, y'all, this what we talking?
That's crazy.
But I just want to read the headline. KeKe Palmer's boyfriend doubled downs amid backlash for criticizing her outfit. Quote, I have standards. Johnny! Listen, take this. This has been hot take down
Literally.
on Beyonce's internet. But Johnny, what do you have?
First of all,
for this?
Mars versus Venus is hilarious
Because that's where we at.
That's exactly what
that's exactly where we at.
That's exactly what
We're not even talking about KeKe Palmer no more. It's
not.
really about
We
what
not.
people want.
Oh my God.
But all right, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Let's try to focus.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't
Let's build this house.
Let's say I don't even know.
Let's build this
I don't
house.
even know where to start. Right. So, KeKe Palmer. Right.
I said KeKe White.
You did. That's hilarious. But look, KeKe Palmer.
Yeah.
For the better part of, I would say, 3 to 4 years at least. Right.
Mm-hmm.
She has been interviewed and she has come out and said in numerous ways, numerous of times, that she is not a person that can be controlled. If she's in a relationship, she wants to, she's going to pretty much do what she wants to do, regardless of whatever. She even mentioned, hey, if a dude is over here tripping, I'll go get with a woman. I just seen the clip where she said that today. Like, she said that.
Oh wow.
Verbatim.
Oh wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So everybody should know how KeKe Palmer is going to come. No matter if she's in a relationship, if she's single, she clearly going to keep a job. She going to get a bag regardless of whatever. Because KeKe be working. She be interviewing. She be outside.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman. Like, KeKe going to be doing, KeKe's going to do her thing regardless of anything, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I start here, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to start there. Now we get to the actual situation where KeKe is at the Usher residency.
Yeah.
Kicking it. She doing her, I'm assuming this is a girl's thing. She's with her friends. They kicking it. She got this sheer see-through dress on.
She got a freaky dress on.
She got that shit on.
Hey, yeah.
Because she looked amazing.
Yeah.
She looked amazing. Now, this is where shit gets controversial. Yeah. Now, KeKe Palmer, she did just have a child.
Yep.
Shout out to her and her child.
Yep.
Beautiful, healthy baby.
Beautiful, healthy, handsome boy.
At least from my perspective, she was in a relationship with the child's father, at least at the time.
Darius Jackson.
Okay. Because I couldn't remember his name.
I never knew his name, and
no disrespect.
Obviously, the media outlets didn't give a fuck about your name either.
Facts.
Darius
Darius Jackson. So, KeKe Palmer, Darius Jackson, they just recently had a baby boy.
Yes.
And to my knowledge, at least at the time of incident, I'm going to say at the time of incident, they were in a relationship. Yeah. So that's where my initial viewpoint came from in this whole situation. Okay? So let's we're gonna start there.
Softening this blow.
I'm trying to. So now we have the incident.
Yeah.
Usher again has been doing his residency all year, going crazy, right? Proceeds to go and serenade KeKe Palmer.
Yeah.
Now Usher has done this, and he's been like, there have been clips of him doing this since his residency started. Mm-hmm. So let's remember that too. Let's remember that too. This is where said incident happens.
Yeah.
He goes up to KeKe. He's singing, doing his thing as usual. KeKe Palmer decides to get up and thrust herself onto him. Mm-hmm. Grabbing all on him, rubbing the back of his neck, singing with him. She turned around, she mooned the camera, like she doing everything, going crazy, like, enjoying herself, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. Moments pass. Usher continues the show. Show's over. Mm-hmm. Now we get Darius Jackson. The clips of KeKe Palmer, being serenaded by Usher, singing with Usher, all that hit the internet. Mm-hmm. Now we get Darius Jackson's response. Mm-hmm. You're a mom. Oh my goodness. Why did he say that in the public eye? Why did he say that in the public eye and not expect that social media warriors to come after him? I do not understand. So let's stop right there. Let's stop. Up until this point, do you see any issues in what happened? Up until this point.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Shit. Listen, we can get into what she wore. Mm-hmm. We can get into that. But my problem is that he went to social media with it.
Oh,
that's the hard stop.
That's the
hard stop.
That's the biggest
that's
issue.
the egregiousness. Yeah. And then it's not even that. you didn't address us in our relationship. You addressed that you're a mom, nigga. What does that got to do with anything?
I said the same thing.
Because if you're attacking her and maybe how Usher and her interaction, we're cool with that. I'm cool with that.
You cool with the interaction between her and Usher?
I'm cool with him being uncomfortable with the
interaction.
Got you. I'm cool with that. But
Okay.
I'm not cool with you attacking her as a mom, saying you're a mom.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
like all mother. And then if you ever looked at KeKe Palmer's IG, I had to go look. Titties and ass everywhere. So
that's what I was saying.
So
you knew.
So no. You didn't say that on one of them posts, and you might have took a picture or two. Like, so my guy, I can't wholeheartedly go there with you if that hasn't been the brand all along.
Facts.
After the baby. This is I'm not even talking about before the baby. After the baby.
After.
And I know this is where the misogyny jumps out, boys. Women go through a lot with their bodies when they have these babies, and maybe she just wanted to show off and feel great. Now, her being in Usher's face, hey, listen, I got nothing for that.
Nah, that shit was nasty.
I got nothing.
She was nasty. I ain't gonna lie. Listen.
Hey, listen. Y'all, all right. Niggas is insecure because obviously that wasn't a problem until Usher slided in her face. The dress wasn't a problem until then, right?
Well,
no.
Yes.
Titties and ass be out on IG all the time with KeKe Palmer, but until Usher slides in the face, now you're a mom. That's my problem.
Oh no. So that I agree. 100%.
You can have all the problems in the world with what she had on, my brother. But the minute you said she's a mom, that was supposed to change because she had your baby.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's my problem.
And let me be clear here.
I'm sorry.
I have absolutely no issue with what KeKe Palmer had on.
Yeah.
And it's like that is irrelevant to this whole conversation from my perspective.
Yeah.
My issue with this whole shit is how because KeKe Palmer, to my knowledge at the time, was in a relationship with Darius Jackson, how she proceeded to throw herself onto Usher. Now, you can stand up and be serenaded and sing with and all that, but yes, I am uncomfortable with my woman grabbing all on the man, hugging him. I'm talking the biggest cheese of a smile, hand all on the back of the neck, caressing and all. No, thank you. Her dress has absolutely nothing to do with this. It is the actions during the serenation, if that's a word. I just made that up.
No. And as a man, you're entitled to feel this way.
Word.
No problem. But the minute you say you're a mom,
you
fucked yourself up.
That's facts.
Facts. And this is the other thing. This says KeKe Palmer's boyfriend. This is a husband. It doesn't say fiance. And niggas want to get into the whole standards and like this and that. And I'm traditional. All right, we're married then. I mean, you want to talk about tradition, and I guess that's where the Mars versus Venus stuff comes into play. I'm like, everybody's just shouting these what if scenarios. No, it's not what if. Talk about what is.
Right.
KeKe Palmer has been a child star for a very long. A child star grown to an adult star. Virtually no controversy. This is the most press she ever got for something negative.
No, this is true. That's true.
Unless, like you said, Nope wasn't a good movie. So all right, they killed Nope. All right, cool. But it's never been like anything personal. And even this is not necessarily controversial, but KeKe Palmer's in the business of KeKe Palmer.
Oh, for sure.
So,
which is what I mentioned with those interviews and stuff at the beginning of the conversation.
My brother in Christ, I'm sorry, man. I wanna be on the guy's side, yeah, but it's like nah.
You can call corniness when you see it.
Yeah,
and
dweeb.
Listen, they still exist.
And it's like I'm only on KeKe's side because it's like he attacked the motherhood. If you kept motherhood out your mouth, we can have a different conversation. I guarantee you.
Oh, for sure.
I guarantee you. But you like you said, you're a mom. Nigga,
That's
what
crazy.
the fuck does that mean? I'm sorry.
Her being a mother is irrelevant to anything that transpired during the incident. That means nothing.
Now, if you feel the way about Usher sliding to your lady face and she melting in his arms, I get it.
I sympathize with you, my brother.
I get it.
I sympathize with you.
But that's what it is. That's what people call the insecurity. Because all that was her personality, her dressing like this, her being provocative on social media never was an issue to a nigga with some clout slid in her face.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's the problem.
And from what I remember, he never addressed that part. He only addressed the way she dressed.
The way she dressed, and he said, "You're a mom."
Yeah, that was it.
And then you double down on it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Now, the moral of this whole story, though, is Usher is a fucking menace. That's the moral here. Like,
Usher just be minding his business.
no,
bro.
he doesn't. He's been in everybody's woman's business during his whole residency.
Everybody's woman's business.
That's crazy.
And we supposed to stay out of women's business.
Listen, and y'all just allow Usher to continue to do that. Y'all haven't addressed Usher not one time. He just was filmed trying to be in Sweetie's face, and she wasn't going for it. He did this to Issa Rae. I remember the Issa Rae clip. Right. Issa Rae had to hold herself back because she married. I synced it with my own eyes. He just did Joe Budden girl. Joe Budden was with his girl. And you can see Usher motioning to Joe like, hey, is it cool if I serenade? Joe being the type of person he is, go for it, my guy. But even then, Usher was still respectable because I feel like Joe was there. But Usher has been doing this the entire residency. Ain't nobody said nothing. Usher is the Joker of the music industry.
Hey, I need you to relax.
I'm sorry.
It's all like let Darius take the fall for this. Leave Usher alone, bro. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying Usher.
I was just saying like it's always a man's fault. Let it be Darius' fault. Like let it be Usher. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to KeKe Palmer.
Yeah, well, hey, I might contradict myself on this next here topic, but let's try it out. India Arie, where has she been? And I like India, so this is not necessarily a slight. She had a lot of commentary about what's going on with the Essence Festival. No.
I'm listening.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But, and Johnny, if you mind reading what she actually said, but it's definitely in context of respectability. I'll say that.
Yes. So this is India Arie's, I guess, response to the EssenceFest, EssenceFest 2023.
Yeah.
All right. This was a comment that she posted on Instagram. So bear with me as we read through this together. All right. And I quote, "The issue is what is context. Humanity does everything. But does everything belong in a stage? No. Is everything for kids? No. Is everything for everybody? No. So when we as a culture make something like this mainstream, it shows a lack of discretion and discernment. To those in the comments who laugh at anyone who wants these things for our culture, she said, for our culture, you certainly have that right. Just as many folks have the right to want our mainstream international export our music to show us in a respectful light. I like to go on the record saying this won't age well, and that's my issue. I love Janelle and Meg the way I love us all, and I don't like this moment. Don't bother debating me, LOL. I don't care, and I do this. For 25 years, I've done this. So read, ponder, or don't. Peace on, wave emoji."
Excuse me. Interesting.
Very, very interesting. And this is
so Janelle and Meg caught her straight, right? Did I catch that context right?
well. I think so. Meg caught her straight, but I think this post was kind of a direct reaction to like Janelle Monáe's performance. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Janelle been on her hot girl summer shit.
Yes.
And the people that are, I guess, Janelle Monáe enthusiasts or have been in the past don't like the turn of events.
I can see that.
Yeah. It's a change. It's hard. It's a 180, not a 360.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Like you're going in a different direction. But India Arie speaking out on this, I'm not gonna, I don't do this in these times where we kind of discredit who's saying this because India Arie has, some music that I definitely enjoy. So it's not even gonna come from that place of bitterness or angry, whatever, right?
Right.
Because she is a musician, she is a true talented artist. So she's only speaking from the standpoint of if our music is the number one export of America, or at least of black culture, and the ratchet, I think that's what she's getting at. She just never said it.
Yeah.
But if the ratchet is what they're pushing out there, and Janelle has flipped her script, and then I'm like, man, ain't even got no music out right now, does she?
No, not to my knowledge, she does.
But I mean, in the female rap space, The ones that happen to have a certain bravado, a certain image, are the ones that's pushed. Like we talked about, Sexy Red getting the machine pushed right now, which is crazy. You got the Ice Spices of the world. You got Lotto. You got City Girls. Like you have a particular brand of female rap that's being pushed to the forefront, and is more and more evident every day. Sexy, unapologetic, ratchet, if that's what you want to say. And then Janelle Monáe being who the fuck she is, and then like, oh, this is what we own? Like, like you ain't never had to do this.
Right.
But I it's like I want to agree and then I want to disagree, because it's such a nuanced conversation when you have you know me, and we talked about this in pre-production and doing our bro talk, not even pre-production. Just I always kind of champion people having their things. Now I ain't saying that I go listen to anything that I just named, but I do champion it and having its place.
Right.
But that's kind of it. But I know that there are better artists, more creative artists. Like I know there's better options out there that could be put as the face of something. Like I do understand that.
Right. I've been, ever since I saw this post, I've been trying my best to, I guess, put myself in India Arie's shoes to see exactly what it is that she's concerned with, right?
Yeah.
EssenceFest 2023. So we all know what EssenceFest is. Like there was a whole thing about it where Freaknik like grew up and became EssenceFest, right?
Yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I feel like it did become a more sophisticated alternative to what Freaknik was. Like used to have all your old school artists make special appearances that hadn't been there in a while. Your Patti LaBelle's and all these people, right? Which is cool, like for the aunties. But as of late, I've never been to EssenceFest, but from what I've seen from like promotions and videos and clips of people that are there, has evolved into something still for us, still for the community, for the culture, but it has shifted to something different. And I think that's what she's upset with. Now, Janelle Monáe with her whole rollout, with her new album that just came out, I kind of think, at least in the moment, she's been kind of the forefront of that. And with her performing at EssenceFest, it's like, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back for India. Like, oh no, now this is what we're doing. My musician sister, who used to be out here in robotic black and white, now her whole breast is out.
Okay, I got a point, right?
What's up?
And this could speak to Essence Festival lineup. Usually, like you said, Essence Fest kind of had like an old school type of feel to it. Kind of had the Tom Joyner Cruise type
There
of
you
feel,
go,
right?
yeah.
But it's two things with this. Generation has gotten older. That's
Facts.
one.
That's facts.
And then two, let's think about this. Everybody's on tour right now. So everybody can't make Essence Fest.
No, that's facts
so you
too.
had to start kind of reaching for the younger people, or the people that got current projects. Because like somebody like a Tony, they on tour right now.
Yes.
Like even if you want the gospel set, they getting ready to have a mega tour. Who else?
Kirk Franklin and them definitely on tour. They was here in St. Louis not too long ago.
That's what I'm talking about. Like they're coming back. It's like it's the people that
Anita Baker on tour.
Anita Baker's on tour.
Babyface was on tour. But now he about to do his own. Like
they are getting tour money. So how can I line this up with Essence Fest? Because usually the people that we will cram all to the Essence Fest stage,
they doing their own thing. Oh, that's a great point.
So that's just kind of me thinking. But if we're sticking to the point, I just think that I think that's just what it is. It's just we're talking about current artists and their artistry and how it won't age well. And this kind of ties back into what we talked about with Bow Wow's comments. What was it, 2 pods ago? Mm-hmm. Where he said that a lot of this won't age well. Yeah, we probably won't be talking about Pound Town or any of these one-off songs 20 years from now. If anything, we'll talk about how comically bad it is.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
somebody's gonna find that audio and just
go crazy with it.
Really? Was this a thing?
Yeah,
but I don't know. Like I guess I feel India Arie, but then at the same time, black people aren't a monolith. Like we really are not. And I imagine, again, I've never been to EssenceFest, but I imagine that that's not the only type of artist or music or part of the culture that was pushed at EssenceFest. EssenceFest is a weekend event, right? Mm-hmm. It's a weekend festival. So I imagine that there are many different aspects of black culture that are there. It just so happened that currently Janelle Monáe, who has been on a great promo run for her album. The album is out. The album is really good. She's not on tour yet, I don't think. So she's the one that can have like a phenomenal performance there.
Yeah. And then and then this kind of ties back into just people not having artist development and things like that, because the newer people are just not really the stars that are of yesteryear. And I'm not comparing Coco Jones to this person. Like, I'm not doing that, but I'm just saying that people that Coco Jones is in the pool with, like, you know what I'm saying? The pool is got piss in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad out here.
It's murky.
And I'm talking about and I mean this across genres too, at least in the black space. Any space that black music is inhabited is like the stars are just kind of very, very shallow, and we kind of reach, and then the people that are stars probably wouldn't be stars 20 years ago, but hey, that's not their fault. Yeah. That's not their fault.
Right.
So I don't know, bro.
Listen, India, we love you, but
and I don't think it's like coming from a place of bitterness. I think it's coming from like an old auntie get off my lawn type. That's because
that's how I see it too.
India had her time, and then think about it. When India was out here, that was neo soul, incense, natural shea butter, all that shit was the wave. So she was living.
It was a moment in time.
Man, what?
It was a moment in time.
So she like, I don't think she's coming from that. I think she's just coming from like, hey, this is not what I don't like this.
Yeah,
Auntie India don't like this,
and that's okay.
Yeah,
and that's okay. Listen, everything is not for everybody.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about this, man, real quick. Cornell Haynes Jr. has made headlines again for hold on. He has sold part of his catalog for a sum of $50 million. Johnny, what do you have?
$50 million? Who you think got Chelsea Clinton?
Yeah, pretty much. I like that.
Hey man, look. First of all, we already gave him a round of applause, but $50 million for half of your catalog is no small feat.
Yep.
So congratulations to Nelly. We'll just start with that, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna get straight to it. Do you think that's too low of a valuation
for
half of his catalog? But then again,
no,
I
think that's actually fair.
I don't even know, at least in this instance, what half means. Does it mean? So let's look at it like this, right? Nelly, shit, I don't know how many albums Nelly has. Is it 8? I feel like it's 8.
Something like that, but we only go talk about 3.
Well, no. Well, look, let's say like this, right? Nelly has 8 albums, right? The first 4 albums, did he sell the first 4 albums and he retains 100% ownership of the second 4, or is it 50% of all 8 albums?
That I don't think that was discussed in this article. Now, I like what you did there because it said, hold on, at least in this article it says no word on which parts of Nelly's catalog has been sold, but I imagine you want to get the money for the ones that sold the most, because he probably has ownership of like 5.0 and all that shit he did later. Nobody really want to hear that. But I mean, if I own it, it's cool though. But I know it's harder for him probably to have Country Grammar. It's harder for him to have Nellyville. It's harder for them to have the Sweatsuit. Like, it's harder for him to have that.
For sure.
So if I can get 50 M's off of that, I'll take it.
So and this is why I would like to know exactly how this was sold, because if he sold the first half of his catalog, right, like those big hits, Hot in Here and all that shit,
yeah,
for $50 million, personally, I think that's a little bit on the low side. If he sold 100% of all of those hits, I feel like that $50 million is on the low side. But if he sold a 50% interest in those songs, then $50 million is cool, because he got the $50 million up front and he still owns 50%. So the residuals and the royalties and all that stuff still comes at a reduced price, but he still gets them.
But I have to think about it like this too. Like the music business, and then everybody has sold their catalog. So we're still trying to figure out what is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Why is everyone selling off their catalogs? But we often have these debates, and Nelly's biggest hits probably haven't aged the best. So, Dilemma, Hiding Here, oh God, I hate Hiding Here at this point. You know what I'm saying? You know what ruined Hiding Here for me? When they put it in Head of State and the white people dance to it.
Damn, I thought it was funny.
Nah, I mean, yeah, it was funny then, but when you think about it, when it gets to them,
it's nasty.
Yeah, nasty work, brother.
Damn.
But
It's probably a country line dance to that right now. But anyway, my bad.
Man, he got country music. You know, he
did
the album last year.
They be going crazy.
I know, man.
But look, listen. First of all, $50 million is not a small amount of money, so that's great.
Yeah,
that's great. But I would like, look, this is me being nosy, right? But I would like to know the details of exactly what was sold and what percentage, because again, if I feel like if he sold 100% interest in like the first half of his catalog, because that's where his biggest hits are, right?
Yeah.
50 million might be a little on the low side to me. But again, I don't know.
But I'll say this: Nelly has always been a smart businessman, right? You
know, for sure.
Niggas can talk about his music all day, but when it comes to the business, he's been pretty solid. He's been pretty good. He made too many bad moves. So I think that him and his team, his advisors, they all kind of sat down and went over the ins and outs of this thing. And I think $50 million is fair if he thinks it's fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we ever gonna get those intimate details. I do get you on that, but I don't think that's ever gonna be.
I mean, it's not. But, you know, got to talk about it. Got to at least think from that perspective, because
I hear you.
It's again, it's $50 million. So who can be mad at that? I know for sure I wouldn't.
Oh no, not at all.
Listen, Nelly is winning. He got 50 million. He got Ashanti back. Ain't he on tour? It's lit.
Man, big facts.
Your girl and money.
Yeah, hey yo, I like it. But now let's talk about this, man. Complex is back in the hip hop space, dropping the top 10 hip hop cities right now. Not all time.
Right now.
And we got to make sure it says
right now,
because this list is all over the place, but we're gonna try and get through it.
I actually missed the right now part, so I'm glad we said that.
You was ready to get you was like, no, what the hell? He was ready, Johnny. Like,
I was.
Like, what the hell?
That is funny. Okay, cool.
But number 10, we got Philadelphia. We just gonna run through it real quick and then we go through it. You know what I'm saying? Number 9, we got Detroit. Number 8, we have London. Number 7, Houston. Number 6, Miami. Number 5 is Memphis. Number 4, LA. Number 3 is Chicago. Number 2, New York. And number 1 is Atlanta. I was about to say Atlanta. Atlanta, ATL. What's up? Johnny! So, top 10 right now. How you feeling?
Well, we all know Atlanta is 1. Yeah. So that's cool.
We're not going to debate.
Yeah, we'll get that out of here, right? I don't know. I feel like Memphis. Wait a minute. Memphis was what, number 5?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like Memphis should be higher.
I say yes.
Currently.
Yeah, it's like yes and no, right? I get why Memphis deserves to be higher because all the hottest artists are from Memphis. So it's really hard to argue that.
Right.
My only thing is they all kind of start to sound the same. There's no really differentiating, right? Because Dolph sounded different, and rest in peace to Dolph. Mm-hmm. But like if you're talking about the new guys, Big Scar, Finesse, they kind of fit in that certain box. And I mean, you got Glow, you got Yo, got it, you got Moneybag Yo, like you got stars and people that are making consistent hits. Mm-hmm. But it's just from a level of it being not as eclectic. Maybe that's why it's 5.
Okay.
But I mean, star power. Like listen. You know, I'm with y'all. You know, I love Memphis. I'm on with Memphis, man.
They St. Louis cousins.
Right. But I'm surprised Detroit is as low as they
are. Let's see. Detroit was at what?
9.
Oh well.
And the reason I say that is because you got so many people and so many sounds. Mm-hmm. I would at least have them at 5 and maybe put Memphis up, and because New York shouldn't be number 2. I'm sorry.
I agree. I do agree with that. But do you think Detroit is low because even though they do have an array of sounds, right?
Yeah.
The artists who are big from Detroit right now are not, I guess, as prominent as the Memphis and the Ice Spices and all that.
You know what? I had to look at it. So a lot of the people that they got Eminem, Big Sean. I was like, you're not hearing anything from either of those two.
True.
Babyface Ray, I didn't know he was from Detroit, but T Grizzly, I did know that. Doug, okay, I knew that. Peasy, Bodie James, Cash Doll, Royce, all those people outside. And then you got Sada Baby, Icewear, Vezo. Okay, I'm cool with. I know those guys. Mm-hmm. Payroll, Giovanni. A lot of them sound the same too.
Okay.
Like, shout out to my boy Beans. I was talking to him. He's from Detroit, and I listened to. I want to say. Let's say Payroll, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, this guy. I'm like, I thought it was T Grizzly. And I sent him to him. He was like, He was like, "Oh yeah, man." He's like, after Big Sean and Eminem, all them niggas sounded like. And this coming from somebody that's in the Detroit streets, so that's funny to me.
That's
but I mean, Danny Brown's from Detroit, but he's not on the list. But I guess he's not as active. London, I can't really speak to London.
I can't speak to London, so they need to be
I just know they got drill. That's all. Like, and I'm not hip with none of the artists, so you won't hear me arguing about it.
Okay, help me with something here.
Yeah.
Was drill originated in London? Like Chief Keef, like Chicago drill, right? I know he kind of brought that to the States or made it popular in the States, or am I tripping?
Okay.
Was it Chief Keef or was it someone else?
Well, I always, and I can be wrong, but I've always credited Chicago with drill music.
Okay.
Now, UK's drill music transferred over to New York.
Got it. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, you hear the beat that London uses for drill beat, that's what Pop Smoke sounds like.
Right.
So
exactly.
that's why Pop could have been big, but you know what I'm saying, bigger than what he was. Mm-hmm. So that's how I look at that.
Okay, I got you.
But Chicago is they're number 3.
Chicago is number 3, like for current spaces.
Yeah. You got Dirk, G Herbo, Polo G, Keith, and Kanye. Those are the ones that they use.
I think off Lil Durk alone, I can see why they would put Chicago at number 3. But currently, nobody is as big as Durk out like coming from Chicago, right?
That's fair.
So I don't know.
But let's discuss New York, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, let's get to it. And this is not like any type of bias or anything. But look at who they use: Ice Spice, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, Nas, A$AP Rocky, Fabio Foreign, Lil TJ, and A Boogie with Hoodie. Those are the people that they said that are most dominant right now. I'll take Jay-Z out because Jay-Z's not active. Like he drops a verse, but that's we not doing God did and all that other stuff. No, out there. Nas got albums.
Oh no, Nas has been
in
active.
the recent space. Cardi B, why is she there? Tomorrow verse? Like what are we talking about?
For all of the feature verses that she has put out over the last 3 years. That's crazy. That I know it is crazy, but that's why she's listed here.
And I guess that's why Jay-Z is there. So,
but if that's
the argument, okay, Jay-Z got to go back in then.
Hey man, it is what it is, right?
But you don't think about it in that space because they ain't dominating. Like who are they? Like Ice Spice is who they led with.
Ice Spice's one song is is equivalent to Johnny, Nicki Minaj's verses.
Is a top 50 song of all time. I mean, of East Coast all time.
You know what?
That's why. You know what? They got it right.
But they didn't. Because I feel like LA should be higher than them. I feel like LA should. I feel like LA should be number 2 on this list.
Off the strength of Kendrick and
Tyler.
Yeah.
And Vince Staples. And Doja Cat.
I forgot Doja Cat from LA.
And they added Roddy Ricch here too. I didn't think Roddy Ricch was that active as of late, but we can throw Roddy Ricch in there.
He's still Festival King. Like, he's still out there. He's still doing it.
Listen, still go up too.
Hey, look.
So Los Angeles is number 4 on here, right? But I definitely think they should be number 2. They should be,
and for the reasons that I'm trying to give Detroit all the credence, the eclectic, the sounds, like nobody over here sounds alike.
Nobody.
Maybe you can say Tyler and Kendrick at points, but that's it. Yeah. Nobody sounds alike.
And everybody that's listed here has put out fire music recently. Well, I said Roddy Ricch because I don't know. But Kendrick, Tyler, Vince Staples, and Doja Cat have consistently put out fire music. Shit, well, I was gonna say albums, but Kendrick Lamar ain't dropped in 5 years. But they have all been putting out fire music over the last 3-4 years.
So you think, honestly, with what Kendrick did in the year that he had, they should have been higher. Like, because if if LA was already strong, and then Kendrick comes out and dominates the way that he did.
With a world tour at that.
Yeah.
So
he probably should, yeah. And then, we got to discuss Atlanta. Like, but
Atlanta's Atlanta. What's understood as it have to be said. Is that how that goes?
That's exactly how it goes. Yeah. But yeah, that was a complex list. Y'all check that out, man. Let us know what y'all think about that. But real quick, another hip hop topic: B. Dot and Elliot or terrorists. You want to talk about Usher being a menace? Want to be the Joker?
Usher is a menace.
Elliot beat out a rare Rap Radar. I was about to say Rare Radar. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to Rare Radar.
but Rap Radar, they are some damn terrorists. They will put out a list and go tuck their tail and hide quick. Nah, they stay online for the smoke. They just be doing stuff like nobody asked for this. Now, in the all the 50 years of hip hop, they had the audacity to make the 10 greatest mixtapes of all time. Now, there's no way to do this. There's no real metric of this. Mm-hmm. But somehow we go talk about it. Let's go through it real quick. Number 10, we got Future 56 Nights. Number 9, we got Jada Kiss the Champions Here. Number 8, Diplomats Volume 1. Number 7, Jay-Z, Say It, the S. Carter Collection. Number 6 is Nipsey Hussle, Bullets Ain't Got No Name, Volume 2. Number 5, Lil Wayne Dedication Part 2. Number 4, Wiz Khalifa, Cushion Orange Juice. Number 3, Young Jeezy, Trapper Died. Number 2, so Drake So Far Gone. And number 1, 50 Cent. 50 Cent is the Future. Woo! Now, granted, I'm aware of most of these projects. Now, have I listened to them? No. Have I listened to all of them? No. I listened to a good portion. Mm-hmm. I hate this list. Because the thing with mixtapes, right? What's the metric of which you're saying this mixtape is fire? And then all these are damn near current artists. Mixtapes. So are we only talking about 2000 to present?
Right. Yeah.
And then I gotta think about all the ones that ain't on here. That's the one. That's what got me tight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no Fab Soul Tape. There's no J. Cole Friday Night Lights. There's no
facts.
I can keep going.
You know, reading through this list, mm-hmm. and you might be surprised what I'm about to say. Mm-hmm. But out of the 737 mixtapes that Gucci Mane have put out, do you think you should not include Gucci Mane on this list?
Yeah, Bird Print 2 should be.
Like
the Bird Print should be here.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. But I mean, Lil Wayne Dedication 2, you got that right. But I'm not. The 50 Cent is the Future one is kind of throwing me off.
Especially at number 1.
Because I feel like Lil Wayne Dedication 2, Young Jeezy Trapper Died, and then number 2, Drake
So Far Gone
have done more. Mm-hmm. Have done more. Like, you can argue that 50 Cent's debut album has done more for his career than his actual mixtape.
Oh, absolutely.
But Drake So Far Gone got him. Like, he had mixtapes before, but that's album quality.
That's the one.
Trapper Die, my God. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what it did. You was there for the impact. Lil Wayne Dedication 2. Shout out to Drummer for having 2 on here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that.
This list is crazy.
Like the reason they got Jay-Z on here, like, he got a lot of rare. I think he has like rare verses on there, like, you know, certain things like
S. Carter Collection.
Yeah, but
has Jay-Z?
That's his only mixtape.
I was gonna say, like, has Jay-Z been like a mixtape artist?
Nope.
So the fact that you would even put Jay-Z on here, is atrocious.
I know.
That's crazy.
He's not a mixtape artist. Like, I would take Fab Soul Tape easily.
Come on,
easily.
All right, B. Yeah,
I told you they are.
These
terrorists.
are men. Yeah,
they are terrorists.
This is definitely a terroristic list because that's crazy. Honestly, okay. So out of
and then I don't think that's Nipsey Hussle's best mixtape.
I'm not mad at that either. So okay, so out of all mixtapes, what would you put? What would you put at number 1? Not even just from this list, but I guess all time.
It's so subjective.
It really is.
What I would go off a mixtape. If it could have been an album.
Okay.
I'm honestly, like, I know I'm gonna say J. Cole Friday Night Lights because I really like that should have been that's J. Cole's best project to me. Mm-hmm. Fuck 2014 Friday Night Lights.
Respectfully, but no.
But that's me. That's, you know, I'm no bias and Cole Hive, all that stuff. But when I think I would say Fab Soul Tape if I wanted to really not show any bias. Mm-hmm. Fab Soul Tape is, bruh. Like, Fab.
You talking about Soul Tape 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Bruh. Okay.
Yeah. No. I feel you. When I think about old classic mixtapes, I think about an artist or rapper rapping over beats that are already, you know, established, like, you know, mainstream beats, right? Yeah. So for me, I'm probably gonna put No Ceilings on there.
Over Dedication too?
I mean, I guess
if that's your preference,
for me personally, okay. The period in time when I was listening and No Ceilings came out, for me for me,
Okay.
it hit better. For me, I ain't saying Dedication 2 is bad. I'm not saying that. But for me, No Ceilings, right? Okay. So, yes, this album, this list is crazy. And they really just be doing shit just to do it.
Yeah, they really do.
They really gonna try to include Jay-Z wherever they can.
No, they don't, because Jay-Z don't be on all this stuff. But him being on here is crazy. Like, I agree with that. But
Shit don't make no sense. Has anybody ever listened to the Champions here by Jadakiss?
I know he has a Champions Series freestyle, but I don't remember the mixtape.
The whole mixtape?
Respectfully.
No.
I remember they, from the Ali. The Champions said, like, it was like he went crazy on that beat. Don't get me wrong, but I don't remember that mixtape.
So
like Future is a big mixtape artist, so I get why you get him at least on there at 10. I'll say that.
But would you put, because of that metric, would you put Future over Gucci?
Seeing that my hot take is that Future is the most successful artist out of Atlanta, I will say yes.
Okay. All right. Now, look. No argument there. No argument there.
That's how I leave it there.
Leave it there, buddy. But no, this is crazy.
That list is crazy. But y'all check that out too. Last but certainly not least, Blur Topic Blur segment. Man, there's a lot going on with the Deadpool 3 production. We got a lot of cameos coming out here, man. We got Deadpool in a new suit. We got, Wolverine in his old suit. Like we got a lot. We got a lot going on, bro. It's a lot. But Johnny, what do you think about just the multiple headlines going on with Deadpool 3? Does this make you more excited for the cameos? We go get to the cameos. Mm-hmm. But what does this make you more excited for the film that you already were?
Honestly, not really.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because Deadpool 3 is going to be some type of multiversal movie. Mm-hmm. I think we know that, especially with all the different cameos that have been already announced, and the fact that Wolverine is going to be in it, right?
Yeah.
So no, it does not make me more excited because I feel like it's going to be oversaturated. See what I did there? But no, I don't know. I think the multiverse story, because we won't really see Kang again for another 3 years, I feel like it's going to get overdone, and multiversal story fatigue is going to happen. I feel like it's already kind of a thing.
I'm glad you.
Yeah. I think it's a thing with the Flash, with Across the Spider-Verse, even though Across the Spider-Verse as of right now is the movie of the year.
Yeah.
I said the Flash, right?
Yeah.
It's just.
I mean, Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness. It's way too much. It's way too much, and if they don't have a great script where the story is fire, the movie, you can't. The cameos can't be the movie. Cameos can't be the movie.
And that's where we're getting to, because when they realize that they can start making crossovers work, and I mean, look, we've had great highs with crossovers when you're talking about superhero films, the Avengers, all these, the Civil Wars, like all this stuff has been great, bro.
Yeah.
But now that they know that they can tap into time travel, they know we know they know we fooling with time travel, bro. It's up.
Christ.
And now that they want to retcon stuff and put it into its proper place and kill off things in the minds of us as the viewers, like we didn't see these films. Like, let's get to these cameos, and we gonna start with the one that you enjoy the most. Channing Tatum is reprising his role that he never had, right? As Gambit.
Damn, that's crazy.
But this is crazy. Like, listen, it's kind of like, you know what happened? The Flash happened, and they showed Nick Cage being the Superman
That's
that
exactly
he never
what it was. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly.
So now
what
we
it
got
was.
to see him as Gambit.
Fucking trash, man.
But okay, there's more, right? You have Ben Affleck reprising his role as Daredevil from that awful 2003 film.
Yep.
You have Jennifer Garner coming back as Elektra from her terrible 2004 film.
Yep.
You have rumor of Sir Patrick Ian. Was it Ian? Sir Patrick
Stewart.
They talking about him coming back as X again.
Oh yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Stewart. I'm sorry, and I was thinking about the guy that played Magneto, OG Magneto.
Oh, what's my man's name? Did he pass away?
No, I think he did.
Okay.
I hope not.
I hope not either. But I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name, but I let the name drop.
Okay.
It's a lot going on, bro.
It is a lot going on, and it seems like they're going to try to spread out having these multiversal cameos throughout the phase 5 and 6 films, when I kind of predicted that every Marvel character from every major studio, Fox, Sony, MCU, was going to be in Kang Dynasty and or Secret Wars, which is what I thought was going to happen. But it seems like they're taking that and spreading those throughout phases 5 and 6.
Yeah, there's been rumors of Chris Evans reprising his role as the Human
Human
Torch.
Torch, right?
Johnny, I want them to stop.
Listen,
I can't do this, bro. Like, I know Deadpool is the character that breaks the fourth wall, and you know, now I'm rocking.
yeah,
I'm rocking.
Deadpool itself is a fire character, and I really love Deadpool 1.
Okay.
Deadpool 1 was great.
Oh yeah, Deadpool 1 was good. Definitely. The second one, but shaky.
Shaky.
But when you get to now, it's kind of like Deadpool is gonna be like this afterthought. Like we already got him teaming up with Wolverine. I'm not saying these things don't happen in the comics. I'm not saying that. I don't know that because I don't read them. But I'm talking about from a movie standpoint.
Yeah,
we got too much going on.
So it sounds like it's going to be like a buddy cop-ish film where they go through different timelines and all that. Which, if this was just a single Deadpool movie, him going to multiple timelines could be great if it's just Deadpool. But we got Deadpool and Wolverine who are going to fish out these other characters from the Fox Marvel movies from back in the day. Like, I don't like
why
it.
do we got Ben Affleck coming back as Daredevil? Or Jennifer going as Elektra? Nobody asked for either one of those.
And even if that is the case, I hope they don't have major roles in the film. I hope it's just like a quick cameo where they speed through and see them like out of rearview mirror.
How did DC? Well, I guess all the shit that happened with Flash, they just want to keep that shit underneath. But you didn't hear about George Clooney. You didn't hear about Nicolas Cage dressing up. You didn't hear about you didn't hear about the digital software people messing with Chris Reeve's face. You didn't hear about none of that. But when it comes to Marvel, they leak out everything. I'm tired. I'm tired, bro.
This shit never would have happened if Stan Lee was still here. Rest in peace of Stan Lee.
I got nothing.
Rest in peace of Stan Lee. But they got to stop. They got to chill.
But the Gambit is nasty work. Especially when he never had to roll.
Reprising the role he never had.
Y'all messed him up, and then now y'all want to throw him a bone. And no, this will not drum up. This will not drum up. What I'm trying to say, like support or people get excited for a Gambit film because they see it.
Nobody cared about Channing Tatum doing that except Ralph.
I don't care. I just care because you don't like it.
I don't care about this shit. Fucking
that's the only reason,
Channing Tatum.
That's the only reason I'm bothering you. Because I know you don't like it.
Fuck out of here. My God. Listen. Clearly we gonna see this shit when it come out because it come out early next year, right? So
yeah, 2024.
I don't have high hopes or expectations for this film. Now, if I go in there and the movie is phenomenal, great. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening.
I'm not gonna call it trash ahead of time, but it's definitely heading towards.
It's on its way.
It's on its way there. God.
Jesus Christ, the trash man is on the way.
Hey, man.
But anyway,
hey, man, we on the writer's strike right now, man. Ryan Reynolds writing this script, so hey, if it's trash, we can blame him.
Yikes. Fucking around, Green Lantern gonna show up. That's a DC character. Ain't that some shit?
It's gonna be a Green Lantern.
It's gonna be some bullshit. Oh my God! All right, man. Look.
All right. Clearly, we have reached the end of our docket, Johnny. What you got for the people, man?
If you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long. Jesus. Hit that comment section. Let us know about any of the topics we discussed today.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like button, subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we will be back next week with another episode. Now, if you're on audio, you know what time it is.
Song of the week.
OS Song of the Week. All right. I'm going.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.